Tonight we are talking about 9 single malt Scotch whiskies with a 10-year-old age statement. That's definitely not going to break the bank. A little bit of a budget review, a budget whiskey, a budget with, well, in between, let's say 28 euros going up to maybe 67 euros for the most expensive 10-year-old single malt. That is still for me in a budget range. Now it might sound a little bit crazy. Over the last couple of years I've seen the prices going up, and it just goes crazy, and sometimes even the no age statement whiskies are incredibly expensive. Even if you look at the Octomores, and talking about Octomores, there's a nice review coming soon on the latest Octomores available, and yeah, I just hope I hate it, because the prices are just crazy for something that is not even a proper age statement whiskey. So welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society, me Gert Retief, and of course, if you like my videos, please remember to like, share and subscribe. We are slowly moving toward 3,000 subscribers. On to the whiskey. The first one is something that I actually bought some time ago. I did a review on it. It was an okay whiskey, and I kind of liked it. I gave it a good review for something that came out of the neck pour, and well, I shared it with a couple of people, and it went back into the bar, never to be opened up again. And when I did the research on this video on which whiskies will make the cut for me as a 10-year-old with a budget, is definitely the cheapest one that I would recommend, but it comes with a little bit of a disclaimer. If you open it up, give it some time, give it a little bit of time. Well, for me anyway, that time in the bottle, as you can see, well, first talk about the name, Speyburn 10-year-old Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, bottled at 40% ABV, so chill filtered, and not sure about the coloring, probably not natural color. So this is something of a little bit of a history. I bought this, well, not this bottle, a very different old bottle many years ago, maybe 25-30 years ago, when my sister visited Scotland. So I asked her, bring me a nice Scotch. She brought me this one, or that 10-year-old Speyburn. Was not super impressed with it, but I'm going to pour myself just a wee dram of this one. And when I did the research in the last 2-3 days, I opened up this bottle, I saw it, went online, see it's available for €28.50 here in Belgium. So it might be quite cheaper where you are. Well, some of my friends and YouTube colleagues might well, not agree with me, because in some countries they do pay a big extra premium for this type of whiskey. So color wise, yeah, it is a lovely light color, 10 years old. If I did add color to it, can't be much. It's very little light straw color. And now that after the time in the bottle and a little bit of oxidization, my word, it has changed dramatically. It is such a lovely, light, friendly, sweet, appley, little hint of a lemon note, that little bit of it's a lovely light sweetness, and I do like it. And taste-wise, of course, 40% ABV, drinks a little bit like water. It's sweet, it's just comfortable, it is nothing offensive. A nice little bit of a caramelly note that comes out, a little appley note, that is just a lovely whiskey. €28.50 for this bottle. I think it is an absolute bargain at that price for a 10-year-old statement whiskey. Now, well, think about the whiskies that you bought over the last couple of years. For me, definitely a bargain. Last sip. absolutely fantastic. And definitely at that price, a good one. The next one on my list, and unfortunately I don't have a bottle. I finished it about, I think it was about 2-3 months ago. I had the last drop of it, so I haven't bought a new one yet. It's the Loch Lomond 10-year-old. It was the D12, the 10th anniversary single malt edition. $29.95, still available, and definitely something that I would recommend. Loch Lomond is one of those under the radar whiskies for me. I've got a couple of them, the peated one, the 12-year-old as well. All of them are really nice and something that you can find everywhere. And I think that for me is the ticking the boxes for me. I don't want to go hunt for it, search for it. I need to go into a store, buy it, just sit back, enjoy it, relax, and you don't have to overthink the whiskey. And I think sometimes we do need to just sit back and relax and don't care on the nosing and tasting and whatever comes in between. So definitely Loch Lomond $29.95 is definitely something that I would recommend. The next one on my list, Tom & Tell. This is the 10-year-old single malt Speyside whiskey, and this is something that I really enjoyed. A little bit of a sherry cask influence, 40% ABV if I remember correctly, but it is just a lovely friendly whiskey. It might not be a whiskey for everyone. I don't think it is a whiskey for the the big enthusiast, somebody that has been in the journey of their whiskey journey for many years already. It's not a complex whiskey. It's not a whiskey that I would recommend for somebody that has a little bit of a snob attitude towards whiskey. It is kind of an entry level. They did up the prices, which was a little bit of a surprise for me. 36.95 euros here in my shop, and that is kind of getting a little bit expensive for what you get. But the taste, I think for me, it is well worth that price. The next one on the list, and this is going to, a little bit of a shock for a lot of people, but it's something that I would definitely recommend you give it a try. Even if you are a new drinker, even if you are a well-seasoned drinker, I think that's a whiskey that most people will try to or venture into, putting their toes into the water to decide if this is going to be a whiskey for them. And we're talking, of course, the Laphroaig 10-year-old. This is the Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. It is bottled at 40% ABV. Forget about the natural color, I think, and also it's going to be chill filtered. But if you look at this 10-year-old, 39.95. Let's make it even 40 euros for a 10-year-old whiskey. Iconic whiskey, a whiskey that you either love or hate, or like in my case, hate it, and slowly work my way up to, quite loving it. So definitely something. Put it in your cask. It's a starting point to a conversation with your friends. Have you tried the smoky whiskey? I've got something that will knock your socks off. And get the conversation starting. Laphroaig 10-year-old, definitely something that I would recommend you give it a try. But if you want to also up the game a little bit, I would suggest something else. A little bit more expensive. I can find it still for 50, 52, 53 euros. And that's something that I would definitely recommend you give a try. If you do like the Laphroaig 10-year-old, the original one, up the game a little bit and get yourself the Laphroaig 10-year-old. This is the sherry oak finish, 48% ABV. So you get higher ABV, 8%, and you get a sherry cask finish. Now, I do like my sherry cask finish whiskey, and this one was, when I first tried it, from the neck pour right down to where I'm now, It is just a lovely whiskey. It's something that is that fruity component makes a huge difference for me. On the nose, man, it is lovely. Now, even that smoke does tend to go down quite fast. It was way more peated when I first opened the bottle. Now it's getting really low on the parts per million on the phenols, which I think they started off about 40 odd maybe. Oh, but that taste, that taste, it is absolutely fantastic. That sherry makes a huge difference in the taste for me. It brings that sweetness, that loveliness, that friendliness, that little bit of a, well, it's nice, maybe a little raisins with a nice hug from the smoke. Absolutely fantastic whiskey, and definitely something that I would recommend you give a try. The next one on my list, Lejeq. This is the 10-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey bottle at 46.3% ABV. So definitely ticking the boxes. Natural color, non-chill filtered. Price-wise, €43.95 that I am paying for it. Let me know in a comment how much it will cost for you. Peated whiskey, a lovely, rich peat, smoke, spice. All of the above. This is definitely a whiskey that I will tell you, give it a go. It's not that big peated one. It feels very light on the peat for me. Of course, if you are the first time peat drinker, this might be feels a lot higher. But when you're in your journey and you've tried all the Octomores and all of those whiskies and you get to this one, it feels just a lovely light one. It's not that overpowerful. It's not a big TCP iodine hospital one. It's just a lovely friendly one. So definitely Lejeq 10 years old. I will give that a go, and let me know in the comment if you tried it. Did you like it? Is it something that you would also recommend to put on the budget friendly single malt Scotch whiskey? The next one on the list, don't have a bottle of this. I think I've bought way too many of them already, so I'm giving it a little bit of a break, but it's still a fantastic whiskey. I'm talking a Arran 10-year-old, 37.5 euros for the bottle. So definitely a budget whiskey. And well, I think if you go look for videos on Arran 10, there is so many out there, so many awards that went to Arran, the Online Scotch Whisky Award. I think they did the trifecta now. They cannot compete anymore because they always, when they compete in the single malt Scotch whisky budget range, they are the winners. So yeah, there's a reason for it. And it is definitely a whiskey that I will, well, encourage anybody, if you want to try it. 36, let's make it 38 euros for this bottle. Definitely something that is affordable and you are not going to be disappointed. Even if you're an old whiskey drinker, not going to be disappointed. And of course, natural color, non-chill filtered, bottled at 46% ABV. Give it a go. Tell me what you think about it. The next one on the list, now we're going a little bit higher in the prices, and well, maybe at the upper limit that I am willing to pay for a 10-year-old. Now, I bought some 10 years old whiskey and I spent 80, 90, 100 euros for that bottle. I bought that Springbank that's sticking out there. I paid about 89 euros for that 10-year-old sticking out there, which for me was a little bit crazy. And yeah, I'm a sheep. Sometimes I buy whiskey at some stupid prices. So the next one, definitely, this is something that you should try. Just look at the lovely color, Glenallachie, 10-year-old cask strength. This is the batch free version. 58.2% ABV, natural color, non-chill filtered. Of course, Billy Walker special. Well, it is a sherry monster. It's super sweet. It's super nice. It's punchy. It's bold. It's dark. It's very dark fruit, forward, and there's something that I would definitely encourage you. Couple of drops of water, it is just fantastic. This one, I'll probably open it. This is about my fourth bottle over the last maybe 5-6 years. So definitely it's a whiskey that I always go back. New batches coming out. I saw a batch, I think it was batch 7 still available at my online store at 61.95 euros. So if you are into sherried whiskies, definitely something that I would recommend. And the last whiskey that I want to talk about, and this is something that I actually tried not so long ago, did a review on it, and for me that was the best 10-year-old whiskey that I have tried this year. It was absolutely fantastic. My type of whiskey. Wolf Burn 10-year-old, and it is cost-wise is about 68-69 euros here in Belgium, and it is absolutely just a fantastic whiskey. If they told me go out and make yourself a whiskey that is perfect for my palate, that would have been the Wolf Burn 10-year-old. I will also put a link somewhere that you can go look at the review. It is stunning whiskey. It's friendly. It's sweet. It's a whiskey that is worthy of the name, a sweet sherry type of whiskey. And it is fantastic and definitely something that I would recommend. It is a little bit expensive, I agree, but we need to have a little bit of a top end and a lower end. The top end for me would end maybe at 67 or make it even 70 euros. Anything under that price is perfect. 40 euros for me is actually better, but of course it seems when you add sherry costs that sherry costs do cost a lot of money, so it does increase the prices as well, but I'm willing to pay a little bit extra if I do like the whiskey. Good advice for you. Don't just go out and buy something because somebody recommended it. And it might be that our palates are completely different and you might not like it. Find a pub that sells some scotches. Find a pub that have specifically the ones that you want to try. Rather pay 5-6 euros to try it, and then you decide, do I want to spend my money online? And of course, give me some feedback. If you had to make a list of your top 9, 10, if you want to, 10-year-old whiskies that's still within a decent budget range, please let me know in the comment. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Almost getting close to 3,000 subscribers. I think I shy about 350 subscribers. A lot of people are watching. We are now almost 550,000 views over the last 4 years. It's quite a lot of people. I never knew that so many people will be interested in my videos. So yeah, please remember to tick that box, ring that bell, and I see you next time, maybe with a little bit of a Octomore 15.3. Cheers.